Hello, welcome to another Becoming a Modern Man. We are playing Eternal Devotion again, and this time we are running up against Scapeshift. So this is our opening hand. We got Double Devoted Druid, Ancient Stirrings, Traverse, Street Wraith, and a Pact of Negation, one Horizon Canopy. So fairly happy with this hand. I think it's pretty good overall. Hopefully this Ancient Stirrings will be able to find us a second land. Opponent goes first, Stomping Ground into Search for Tomorrow. Cycle Street Wraith into a Bauble. I'm going to Ancient Stirrings here, hoping to find a land, second land. No second land, but we do find a Bauble, which is going to allow us to draw another card. Hopefully we won't have to use this Traverse to find our second land, and yeah, as it turns out, Bauble draws us into Vizier and a Temple Garden, which is pretty good as things go. Probably plays Valakut on their turn, which is fine. Gonna play Devoted Druid and see if that lives through to next turn. Probably Search for Tomorrow. Well, Search for Tomorrow comes off Suspend. Farseek gets a Mountain. Plays Cinderglade and the Stomping Ground into Sakura Tribe Elder, and that's game basically. So we're gonna be able to play Vizier here. And then we can cast Commune, which basically just looking for Walking Ballista here. Play the Cantor. Sack the Cantor because I didn't think we had a creature in our graveyard, but we do. So that wasn't strictly necessary. Ancient Stirrings finds Horizon Canopy. So I had to Pact of Negation my Conjurer's Bauble to get up to Delirium. That wasn't actually strictly necessary. We could have just sacked this Horizon Canopy instead, which would have been an easier way around it, but just a way. Something to think about anyway, I suppose. If you are in need of Delirium, you can counter your own spell with Pact of Negation just to get an instant into the graveyard, because there aren't a lot of instants in the deck. So here, now we can Traverse and find Walking Ballista. And yeah, I think that's a turn 3 win for us, which is nice. Scapeshift seems like a good matchup for us, because they don't have a ton of ways to interact with us, and certainly if we can combo it with haste, that's even better, because basically they've got like sweepers like Anger of the Gods, and Sweltering Suns is the sort of main deck card that they have that we need to watch out for. They do have Lightning Bolts generally as well, which is something to watch out for. But it's really kind of a race, and seems like a race that we're more likely to win than lose. But it makes us play it out here, but it doesn't take too long to get this this combo together. A lot of clicking though, so hopefully try not to get repetitive strain injury. But there you go. So we managed to finish that on game 3, and the opponent tapped out. So let's go on to let's look on the sideboarding, sorry. So, in terms of sideboarding, I don't think there's a lot we want to change. I think Pact of Negation might as well come out, I imagine. They probably do have Lightning Bolts, but that's not a major concern. So yeah, I think in terms of the cards we want to bring in, I think they're likely to have Needles in their deck, or some sort of way to turn off our combo. So I think that's probably the thing we most need to be concerned about from them. So probably Dissenters, Deliverance, and Reclamation Sage come in. Pact of Negation's out, and we could maybe bring in another Postmortem Lunge, given that there's a potential that they're going to be killing our creatures. Otherwise, we haven't really got a lot to do. We could bring in Path to Exile, I suppose, to deal with Primeval Titan or what have you, but I think if it gets to that stage, there's a good chance that we've already lost. So, yeah, I think bring out all the pacts, bring in Dissenters, Deliverance ×2, Reclamation Sage, and the second Postmortem Lunge. Everything else seems fine. I don't really see any reason to mix anything else up, to be honest. As I say, I think this is already a fairly good matchup. Okay, so we have game 2 against Scapeshift. This is our opening hand, double Devoted Druid, double Summoner's Pact, double Traverse. Which is fairly interesting. The Summoner's Pacts aren't really doing a whole lot here because generally we're using that to find Devoted Druid. I suppose if we get to the combo we can find Duskwatch Recruiter, so it's not bad. And then we've got Traverse, which obviously is very good. So yeah, I think we're going to keep this. I think it's not ideal, but unfortunately we draw into Vizier, so there's that. So that worked out pretty well for us. So we're going to be able to Traverse to find our second land, make sure we get there. And we're casting Devoted Druid next turn. Drop in Devoted Druid, opponent plays Sakura Tribe Elder. Sacks end of turn. I must have kept at least one copy of Pact Negation in. Maybe I didn't bother with the second lunge. Swallowing Suns takes out of our first Devoted Druid. We'll play Sakura Tribe Elder. Here we're just going to run out Vizier, see if our opponent has any answer. Even if they do, we've got Pact Negation, so we're feeling pretty good about our position here. Going to use Adventurous Impulse, which is going to find a Deadshot Minotaur. We're going to cycle and use Summoner's Pact to find Duskwatch Recruiter. And now with Summoner's Pact in the graveyard, we've actually also got Delirium. So we can just traverse and find Walking Ballista rather than spending the time using Recruiter. And yeah, that's game. So what was that? Was this a turn 4 win? So we had a turn 3 win and a turn 4 win. This time through a bit of removal, but and yeah, our hand was pretty sweet to be fair. But yeah, I think generally this matchup seems pretty good. They don't have a lot of ways to interact with us. Most of their removal is sorcery speed, which is fine, and that obviously makes the ways that we can give our Devoted Druid haste all the better. And yeah, in general, I think our combo is just faster than theirs, so I think this seems like a pretty solid matchup for us. So just going through the motions here. Irritatingly, we have to make like 40 mana to kill our opponent with the Walking Ballista. But even if they have a response or answer, then which I think at this point they should have definitely used it earlier. But even if they do, we've got this Pact of Negation, so we're solid on that. But yeah, I think we probably should have taken that out for the post-mortem lunge, which also would have been pretty good in this spot. So here we are. Good 2020 Walking Ballista. And ping our opponent to death. And yeah, our opponent concedes. So that wraps up our match with Scapeshift.